I, Penny James, being the acting returning officer at the above election, do hereby give notice that the number of votes recorded for each candidate at the said election for the Member of Parliament for Taunton Deane is as follows. Balhad Shalora Harriet, UK Independence Party, 6,921. Clark, also known as Powell, Rebecca Fay, the Conservative Party candidate, 27,849. Gord, Bruce Stephen Fraser, Independent, 96. German, Stephen Thomas, Trade Unionist and Socialist Coalition, 118. Gilmore, Rachel Clare, Liberal Democrats, 12,358. Guild, Neil William, Labour Party, 5,347. Martin, Clive Patrick, Green Party, 2,630. Ridley, Mike Stahl, Independent, 2,568. And I do hereby declare that Rebecca Fay Clark, also known as Powell, is duly elected.
Thank you so much, and sorry to keep everybody waiting. I think you probably thought the result was never going to come. This is, I think, a really momentous occasion, well, personally, for Taunton Deane. It's historic, and actually for Somerset, things are going absolutely brilliantly. I think I can say that we've swept away the yellow and we've gone blue in Somerset. I feel immensely humbled and privileged that I am now the MP for Taunton Deane. This is my home, it's where I live, it's where I brought up my family, where I work, and I was never ever going to try and stand anywhere else. So this is the place where I wanted to stand and where I was hoping to win. So I've got to say thank you for that. I've got many thank yous to do, and first of all, let's give these candidates another round of applause, because I can't tell you, it's a really gruelling thing to put yourselves through. We have met on so many platforms, at so many hustings, and hustings have been the flavour of the month of this election, and we have met, and it's been feisty, hasn't it? But we have got through it, and they put themselves forward to do this job, to bare their souls to the public, and I've got to thank you for that. Well done, everybody, and I wish you actually all the very, very best in the future to all of you. I've got to thank Penny James, the returning officer. Let's give her a round of applause. What an excellent job. And all the number of people involved in the count. It's been like a military operation, and you've done such a grand job. And I'm sorry it's so late for breakfast or bed, but thank you everybody so much. Thank you to the police. Yeah, give them a round of applause. They've done such a great job. Thank you to the police who kept us all safe so that we could run this all in a democratic and safe way. And I've got to thank everybody that supported me, of course. It's been an enormous team effort, and I include in the team every single person that voted for me, that had faith in me and trusted me, and believed that I might make a good local representative for us and hopefully a good voice in Parliament. And a good spokesman for Taunton Deane, so that we can get all the funding and all the attention that I truly believe we really deserve, and that I've been working for the last year and a half, and I will continue to work for. I'm not going to go into all the details of about what we're working for, because you've heard so much of me talking about it recently. But I'm so delighted, and thank you to everyone that came out to support me. Literally from Stoke St Gregory to Storey to Wimbliscombe to Wellington, Taunton. It's been a wonderful turnout. We've had a very high turnout, almost 70%. I have to mention, you know, I think the good people of Taunton Deane have seen good sense. Good sense has prevailed, and that's why I think they turned out and voted Conservative. They've seen the good sense of the way the economy's going, the good knock-on effect in Taunton Deane, and they've realised that we have to keep it going. And I, for one, will be working hard to do that. Nationally, things are looking really, really good for the Conservatives. I'll keep working in to that end. Without a good economy, we can't pay for all those other things we all want, the NHS, the police, the teachers. We have to get it all working. And of course, I'm always going to mention our environment, which we're going to look after live, because I do have a little bit of a green tinge, and this is a very rural constituency, and I really hope that I'll be speaking up for those areas too. Finally, just to round up, of course, I'm indebted to my amazing team of volunteers, such a huge network of volunteers, the association, the councillors that I've worked so closely with, and that's been a great bond, and good luck to all of you in your election coming up shortly. I'm very quickly just going to name David Fothergill, John Williams, Roger, Richard Bott, Serena, George, Joanna Lewin Harris. What an amazing woman she is. Helen, Petrie and Lucy. All huge thank yous. There are too many more to mention. Also my staff, the dream team, Libby and Sharon, and Ed, my gorgeous intern that everybody loved on the doorstep. Thank you so much to all of you. Couldn't have done it without you. All my friends that have supported me unstintingly, and almost lastly, my blessed family. Such a great family. We've got a huge family on either side, Clarks and Powes. You couldn't get two more rooted Somerset families, and they've all come out from age 13 to 82. Thank you to you all, especially my children, Verity, Tori and Jane, and my husband, Charles Clark, who has stood at my side, has been my biggest critic, and he's kept my feet firmly rooted on the ground, telling me every night that Rachel was going to win. So thank you so much, Charles. And finally, I have to say, of course, a really big tribute to my predecessor, Jeremy Brown, the MP here for 10 years. He did an excellent job, and I wish him the very, very best in his future. And to round up, we're having a new page in Taunton Deane. I hope you'll all be part of it. And if you've got the energy, I'll see you down at the county ground later, where we hope Somerset are going to give New Zealand a really good pasting.